To all the Putin apologists out there, here's my love letter to you. This is Not My Party, brought to you by the Bulwark. This week, I want to take on arguments made by influencers on the anti-war left and the populist right who are trying to puncture the
establishment narrative
about America's role in Ukraine. We'll call this group the anti-Putins. It's everyone from the DSA to Candace Owens who argue it's really the US that's at fault here. So to break down their arguments, let's go to the Wheel of Distortion, where twisted takes get taken down. And here we go. We've landed on Tulsi, and it's a tweet. Apparently, Russia had legitimate security concerns because NATO was encroaching on their turf. Boo, boo, boo. This is the core argument of the anti-Putins, and it has a few obvious problems. Number one, Russia has nukes. So what exactly is their legitimate security concern? Ukraine is no threat to them militarily.
Perhaps not.
Number two, Ukraine isn't in NATO. In 2008, when they tried to join, other European countries rejected them. So what exactly was the imminent danger to Russia in 2022?
Наша цель заключается в том, что мы должны кому-то что-то доказывать.
Number three, if Russia is butthurt that Ukraine has increased ties with Europe over them, well, that's too bad. It's what Ukrainians repeatedly voted for. If the Ukrainian people decide that they want to join NATO, Russia doesn't get to bomb, terrorize, and invade them. That makes Russia the imperialist aggressor. This illogical argument boils down to Ukraine's wearing too short of a skirt, so how can you blame Russia for getting all handsy and invading them?
Gross.
Time to spin again! And we've landed on our good friend, Glenn Greenwald. Let's watch the clip.
If China or Russia created a new military alliance and invited Mexico or Canada, we would of course react as if that were a grave threat to our national security, which it would be.
Fascinating, Glenn.
You're so wise.
Okay, well, Brazil, who's on our side of the globe, did join an alliance with China and Russia, and we were cool. If Canada did the same, I'm sure we'd try to talk them out of it and build up our Mountie defenses, but we sure as shit wouldn't start carpet bombing Toronto. This is a crazy excuse. Next spin. Iraq!
Once again, a f***ing senseless war. The double standard is so f***ing flagrant.
Whataboutism. Classic.
Are we the baddies?
Okay, let's go here. Iraq was a mistake. I agree. Torture was unforgivable. Stipulated. But what does that have to do with Ukraine? Ukraine is a free democracy, and Russia is trying to take it over. The US has not fought a war for territory like this since the 1800s.
Puerto Rico, sí.
These situations are not the same. And regardless, our past mistakes don't give Russia an invasion get-out-of-jail-free card. Spin again. And it's Glenn, talking about Russiagate.
Now let's look at the tensions that were created by Russiagate. All of this constant messaging, Russia as this grave threat. These are the fruits we're now seeing of it.
Russia did not attack another country because of the Mueller investigation.
Are you sure?
Quite. Next, time for another spin. Glenn is on fire!
No matter what you think of U.S. involvement in the Middle East for all those years, at least there was an actual resource that was of vital interest to the United States, namely oil. The U.S. has no vital interest in Ukraine. There's no reason. What is the point of all of this?
Ukraine doesn't matter to America at all. Not our problem. Good luck over there.
What could possibly go wrong?
How is a superpower invading an ally in Europe not our problem? Do you World War II much? European security is American security.
For us, this is an emergency as serious as war itself.
Now let's put the shoe on the other foot. How exactly is indiscriminate violence in Ukraine in the Russian people's interest? Look at what's happening there.
The economy in Russia is in free fall. The ruble is worth less than a penny. His stock market hasn't opened all week.
Things are gonna be okay.
Final spin.
I don't know what's going on, to be honest, brother. I really don't. There's so much stuff, and I don't think nobody knows what's going on fully. There's been so much political corruption in that area.
Yes. Ukraine is corrupt, and we don't really know what's going on over there.
Are you being serious? Is he being serious?
We do know what's going on. Look at the videos.
Some 2,000 civilians have reportedly been killed.
If you believe this could be some sinister NWO, Hunter Biden, military-industrial complex plot, then I'm asking you to log off Reddit, take a walk around the block, and consider why regular, everyday Ukrainians are either taking up arms to defend their country or fleeing in terror. These people need our help, so we must ignore the Russia apologists and continue to do whatever we can to help them. See you next week for more Not My Party. For more weekly episodes of Not My Party, hit that subscribe button.